Well, our theme this week is birthday party tips, and you know what? I thought it'd be a great idea. We focused on the kids so much. You know, let's do an adult one.
I love that. I love that.
So I came up with this idea, actually, of making these little wine tags out of shrinky dinks. And Zane, could you capture this for me?
Okay,
right
wait a
here?
minute. What is a shrinky dink?
Well, I'm going to show you. And basically, the fun part about this is that you can actually do this as part of the party.
Oh,
Everybody
I love
can
it.
make their own wine tag because it literally takes just like a couple of minutes to do. So here's what shrinky dinks are. They're basically acetate sheets. I mean, kids have known about these forever. They come in colors. This one is frosted on one side and glossy on the other. And basically what you do is you draw on it, like I did here, and you create an image. Now, and then you heat it up, and you either put it in the oven or you do it with the heat tool. But I'm going to show you that this is how this works. So I drew out these little cupcakes here for the birthday theme.
Cute.
But when you draw it up that size, it shrinks down to this size right here. See that? It shrinks down about 45 to 50%.
Shrinky dink.
Hence the name, Shrinky Dinks.
I love that.
Now, normally people would put them in the oven and let them shrink, but here's the fun part. So, you know, you can personalize all your name tags. So, we've got Kimmy K and Amy and me, of course. Then you're going to need some jump rings, and then you need these little metal pieces right here. You can find them in the jewelry section. You're going to need your Shrinky Dink paper and a hole punch, okay? And you're going to need some needle nose pliers and things like that. But let me just show you real quick what you're going to do, okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
And now let me move this out of the way here. And so basically what I've already done, Susan, is I drew on my Shrinky Dink paper. And you can draw on either side, but drawing on the shiny side is a lot better, okay? So I'm going to cut these out just like this. And I like to use this little punch here because it kind of rounds the edges and it makes them look more like tags, I think. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but you know, I happen to have all these crazy tools, so why not use them? So this is going to become the tag, and then I'm going to put down, I'm going to put a little punch hole in it because you have to have a place to put the tag, right? And if you see, I put my punch hole down a little ways. Now,
So we really need to do all of that before we shrink.
Absolutely.
Okay, so everything has to be done.
the whole, everything, the
Okay,
drawing,
how you
everything.
want it
Now,
to look.
now I'm going to put it on, this is a heat protective surface, and this is a heat gun, okay? There's an on and off switch. And all you have to do is turn it on. Go ahead and turn it on. And this gets very, very hot.
Okay.
And you're going to hold it down close to the Shrinky Dink, okay? I just like saying the name Shrinky Dink. And I would say if you're going to do this with the kids, make sure that you are supervising them because, as I said, it gets super hot. And this is a good thing, incidentally, okay? This is what's going to happen when you actually put it in the oven. You just want to keep the heat gun moving right over it.
Okay.
And as it shrinks, and it kind of, as it continues to shrink, it'll actually flatten itself out. So you might want to go a little bit closer.
Okay.
Yeah. And just kind of keep it moving just a little bit there.
Okay.
If you hold it over your product too long, you actually could burn it. I also like to keep a little tool like this, a skewer handy, and I'm just going to
Tap it.
Tap it, press it down just a little bit. Sometimes I'll even back off the heat gun just a little bit. Sometimes I'll even flip it over.
Okay. And it really
we'll put it
is
on there.
hot.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, I was going to ask you, does it matter what side is up?
It doesn't,
Okay.
actually.
Okay.
It's better to do it on the side of the actual marker itself. Okay, I think your Shrinky Dink's shrunken.
So that's as small as it'll get? Or if we keep the heat on it, will it get smaller?
Whatever size you cut, it will shrink 45 to 50%. So if you cut a big one, it's going to shrink down that much. So half.
So half. So just know that.
Come here, I got to
Okay.
show you this. Check this out. So flip that over and look at how darn cute that is.
That is awesome.
Look at that.
I
don't know if you can like really get it, because and the neat thing about it
But
is
wait
that
a minute, this is what's so cool. It started this size.
I know, and you
Look
can
at
really
that.
even see, like I did the detail here with the candle and everything. You can still see all of the detail in the Shrinky Dink. So you can customize them, personalize them. You could, you know, somebody's having a 50th. Everybody could write crazy messages. Use a little heat gun.
I love that you told us 50% because you were also sharing with me that if we had a picture that we wanted, right?
Right, because you can see through it. If you don't feel like you can draw anything, you know, find a kid's coloring book and draw the images over it. Actually started one right here with the little fish.
Oh, that's cute.
I was going to do that one too and see what would happen. But oh my gosh, the ideas are endless.
Yeah.
Endless. And then plus everybody gets to go home with their own little personalized
I love that. Too bad we can't do that with like body fat and shrinking ink.
I think Lindsay just did.
That's a good point.
This is the one that would be painful,
I'll
though.
be back in a little bit.
No, don't do that at home.
No,
don't do that at home.
Totally, because it's still hot.
It is hot. It's very hot. Anyway, I have the supply listing and some tips on the website.
All right.